seeing that intro, but like, you know, on the Titantron, blasting through the ACC, like that could be somebody's theme.
Oh yeah.
That could be somebody's theme. It's good. It's
not
good.
Not to put ourselves over, but there are themes in the WWE that are much worse than that. So.
That are much worse than the themes that we wrote. That are much worse than the themes that we wrote.
I mean, they got some bangers, but yeah, hit us up if you want. You know where we can work some deals out.
Hit us up. Yeah, and you know where to reach us. Of course, because
the crowd, you know, they'd be coming on, they'd be singing along, shoot. Everyone says shoot.
Everyone would be singing "Shoot Brothers" because
be the next Judas.
They would be listening to the Shoot Brothers Wrestling Podcast. Of course, that's what you're listening to. This is the only. So there are a lot of wrestling podcasts out there, but there's only one that's hosted. Whoa. There's a lot of podcasts out there, but there's only one that's hosted by myself, Cameron Osborne, on drums back here. My co-host on lead guitar, Mike the Shoot Shepherd. Welcome, one and all. Mike, we are across the way from each other, of course, as we always do. Here to not only hype, you know, we essentially had, you know, we had a go home show, and we have WrestleMania coming up this week.
Yeah. 2 nights, too big for one night.
This is huge. And Mike, what a difference a year makes. I was looking back on some of our shows. Our Mania 35 preview show.
Yes.
Was a live show that we did at my house because you came over and we watched TakeOver the night before.
Oh, yeah. That was great.
I was going back, and Mike, I don't know if you remember. I mean, listeners of the show, old fans remember the prop bets that we had.
I do. I remember. I was thinking about it the other day, but there's so much that we can't do.
So I went back and I tried to recall a few of them, and a lot of them are based on the spectacle, which is WrestleMania.
Yeah.
You know,
so
there were a couple what we think will happen during a battle royale, how long entrances might be. So, things that we can't reproduce.
Yeah. So, no, we didn't even really talk about that. If you have any, you can throw them out, but I didn't come up with any for this year or anything like that. So.
We didn't even talk about it just because this whole mood around professional wrestling has been weird for everybody.
Yeah, a month ago things were like okay, and then things it is what it is. But we're here. WrestleMania's here. No prop bets this year, folks.
No prop bets, because remember, no matter what happens, like the Wikipedia entry for WrestleMania 36 will always remain the same. There's not like they're gonna put an asterisk beside WrestleMania 36. No, just because
we have enough.
What are you gonna say?
Yeah, we have enough trouble when they're having live cards with them switching things around. We don't even know what's going to happen with this.
Oh my God, that's a good point. I mean, it's Friday. You know, WrestleMania would have been on a Sunday, but they still could have announced 3 matches on a Saturday.
Yeah, they could swerve it. They could be taping one final match right now that no one knows about.
That no one knows about because, of course, it's all been filmed. Because it's all been filmed.
Yeah,
apparently
we don't know, but so that's why we can't make these bets. You can't. It's the game has already taken place. We can't have rigged bets. What if one of us knows?
That's a good point. That is a good point. Last year, one of our prop bets was what we think Shane McMahon will jump off of or be hit into. I think that was sort of like
and he did.
What's it going to be? And he did do it. But I mean, there's one of us could know the answer to that question. What if Shane?
One of us could exactly.
Shane McMahon could come back during a match here, but someone's sticking on the dirt sheets or sticking close to AC over there, maybe.
Yeah. I mean, you brought his name up, Shane McMahon. We haven't seen him in a long time. WrestleMania could be his.
Oh my God!
It's unfortunate, but
the worst.
They've done a good job keeping him away.
It has been very good. The worst part about WrestleMania, or it's crazy. The best and worst part about WrestleMania are the surprises, the surprise comings. Right? You know, remember when the Hardys came back at WrestleMania 33, 4-ish. Because I was thinking about the pop that Hardy gets, huge. The pop that Nia Jax would get. Stars coming back is both the best and worst part about WrestleMania. But we're gonna get to the WrestleMania card at the end of the show. Let's start the show off. What do we have coming up first? You know what we have coming up first? The tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. It's the tweet of the week. It is the tweet of the week. Okay, Mike, we're all stuck inside here. quarantining. Like we've said before, these the Shoot Brothers or the Tweet of the Week belt can be defended anywhere, anytime. Much like the 24/7 title, it can be defended anywhere, anytime. Anybody can win it. And all those sorts of things. Of course, last week Alexa Bliss is the defending champion, but this week's Tweet of the Week takes us outside the world of professional wrestling to the world of professional combat sports. Where former UFC heavyweight champion Michael Bisping just tweeted out to everybody saying, "Hey, what's everybody doing on a Friday?" Conor McGregor replied back with the comment, "Math riddles," and had a photo of UFC Days Matt Riddle. I just sent it to you there on your Facebook. Matt Riddle with badass short blonde hair. Still got that same bro smile, though.
That mushroom tattoo.
Mushroom tattoo still there. Conor McGregor's doing math riddles on a Friday, and he is our Tweet of the Week champion.
All right, Conor, and possibly future WWE superstar. I would say
it's only a matter of time, right?
Yeah, I mean, once he's got a couple more fights in him, then I'm sure he's gonna want to be doing something else.
Oh, of course, because you can come when you're 40. I think he's still like too young. Yeah. We'll wait like another 10 years, and then we'll get Conor McGregor.
Yeah, you can do it. I mean, he's already the character, the personality's already built in, and he's an athlete. You just got to show him a couple moves, and boom, he'll be ready to go.
So what, are we banking on that Ken Shamrock Conor McGregor match, or are we banking on?
I don't know. Shamrock's getting pretty old now. He's got to be like 50, mid 50s.
But I feel like it's so right there. It's so
good.
Ireland. We got Ireland. We got UFC.
Yeah. Is Shamrock Irish, or is that's just his name? I don't know.
Well, I mean, I just assumed the name because I think a shamrock is the little thing, right? It's like the Irish
it's like
thing,
clover. It is so I don't know. But congratulations, Conor McGregor.
Conor McGregor, one-time Tweet of the Week champion.
It's the last belt he's won in years.
Ayo. Let's keep moving on with the show because, of course, it's Friday, so we still have another go-home show tonight. But
it's Thursday. But
it's Thursday? Oh, my
time is warped in this.
Mike.
I know. A day might as well be a week in this.
Oh
state.
My God! This is the second time in 2 weeks that I've lost a day.
No, you've gained a day back.
I guess I got it back. Hey, that's a good point.
You just earned another day of your life.
I was flat out thinking tomorrow was WrestleMania.
If you were looking forward to it, it might be a down.
Oh yeah, that's a bit of a bummer then. Yeah. Oh, today's Wednesday. Oh my God, Mike.
No, today's Thursday. Today's Thursday.
Oh my God, Mike. I don't even know. Just stop me.
You're all over the place.
Just stop me. Can we just talk about SmackDown? Okay, folks, it's Friday night. It's time for SmackDown Live. It used to be on Tuesday, but then I think it was on Friday before, though. No, wait. We used to film it on a Thursday and then release it. It's just SmackDown Live.
Yeah, let's get to SmackDown.
Let's just get to SmackDown. Let's get back on track because I'm not going to figure out what day it is no matter what. Oh, yeah, because I watched AEW last night. That makes sense. Why didn't I even...
I don't know.
My God,
but let's get... we're the Blue brand.
You take over for a minute. I got to stop.
Okay. The Blue brand, where the one thing that's always, no matter what day of the week, it's always blue, SmackDown. So let's start with the blue hair. Sasha Banks and her friend Bayley, the champ, come out. And there was a bit of a difference. I think we get a small glimpse of what Mania might look like. The stage has kind of been... Like there's kind of lighting now where instead of an empty crowd, there was like these lighting things and props and stuff. I don't know.
Well, that's the thing. You have to picture, I bet they're going to set it up. They're not going to set it up every time. They're going to set it up once and then use it all. So you have those extra lights. You have those extra little video screens. Hell, that could be more similar to the Mania stage.
Yeah. And I think I saw something today. Triple H said something. He's along the lines. He's like, hey, just wait till you see it. It's going to look cool. It's going to be...
Oh, it's going to look cool. No, these guys have so much money.
It's not just going to be dark black performance center.
It's not just going to be like cell phone cam footage. No, this is the wealthiest professional wrestling company on the planet.
Yeah.
Trying to make all the money they can all the time. This is going to be sick.
Yeah. So Sasha Bayley, they're out here. They cut a promo. WrestleMania. Bayley's still mad at Paige for booking her into this now fatal 5-way match. Dana Brooke's out. They didn't replace her. But yeah, they're like, Sasha's in the match. You trying to pit us against each other? What's going on here? It's not going to work. And then they start... Oh yeah, Lacey Evans comes out. They start bullying her. And they bring up her daughter. So Naomi comes out because she's in the match. And then Tamina comes out. She's got new music, but no one probably even noticed.
I didn't know what the old music was, Mike. You could have fooled me.
So yeah, Tamina's like, hey man, actions speak louder than words, and she headbutts Naomi, super kicks Lacey Evans, and then Sasha and Bailey run off before they get hurt. So Tamina stands tall. My God,
Tamina's the credible threat right now.
Going
in. Is that what that
means? Probably everyone's bottom pick for the match.
I was looking at the card earlier today. I hadn't looked at the card in a while. Of course, it's 2 nights. I think out of all the matches, this would certainly be one of the tops for me that will not benefit or what's the word I'm trying to look for, have suffered because of the Mania changes. It really felt like we were on a path to Bailey, Sasha, or Lacey Evans, like more concise than it is right now.
Yeah.
Now it just feels like that everyone wants it. Take 7 minutes and fight over it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's definitely of the women's title match. There's 4 women's title matches now, I guess. So it's third or fourth on the rung. Yeah. So there's two
possibly last on the rung for that. Yeah.
Depending on how she goes. But anyways, let's move on here. Drew Gulak taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, and if Drew wins, Daniel Bryan earns an Intercontinental title match at WrestleMania. I
love when something's at stake for something else.
Yeah, he's fighting for it could have been for Drew to get the title shot, but no, his mentor Daniel Bryan. So whatever, they have a good match here. Nakamura is in control. He's about to hit the Kinshasa, but then Bryan on the outside just grabs Gulak's arm and pulls him out of the way. So Gulak rolls up Nakamura with a jackknife, gets the 3 count, earning Bryan the title shot. And Sami Zayn is screaming at the referee for Bryan's cheating, which he kind of did, but You got to do what you got to do to win, you know? He knows damn well that Sammy and his buddies are greasy. What do they call them? The Artist Collective. That's what those greasy fellas. So, but whatever. Bryan's got a title shot.
Sami Zayn, Daniel Bryan. Oh, this one's tough. It's gonna be
it's gonna be a great match.
Tough for me because I hope I enjoy it. I think I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah, the crowd would have loved it.
The crowd would have. The crowd would be going crazy. Well, we only got to see the glimpses of Sami Zayn as champion. I think in front of a crowd. I mean, for me, I don't want either of these guys. I don't want either to lose or win.
Yeah.
I don't want Sami Zayn to not be IC champion, but Daniel Bryan, my 2019 wrestler of the year.
I don't know.
This one's tough.
Could go either way.
That one's tough for me.
That's just gonna be some good old wrestling.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. Then we go backstage. Dolph Ziggler's on the phone with someone, and Heavy Machinery comes storming in. They're pissed off. Officials hold them back. So Ziggler says, "You want to fight? Let's do it with the world watching." And Mandy in my corner, WrestleMania. So it's official. 1-on-1.
It's official. Ziggler. Mandy on a pole match. We got
Mandy on a pole.
We got it.
So I don't know.
This one's really turned for me. This one had potential to be my kind of like television story of the year.
This one needs the crowd so much for it.
And ever since the Valentine's Day date, I've just been turned off. I was like, oh, Mandy. Because now by this point, there's no way she confused that text or whatever it was, Yeah,
at this point, now she's actually into Ziggler.
Now, at this point, she's dating Dolph Ziggler, and Otis is now trying to steal her from, make her leave her relation. I don't get it.
Yeah, he's not done. He's not done with it. But even though Tucker said, man, you can't always win. But he's like, no. Whatever. We'll see at WrestleMania.
We'll see.
But
hopefully.
And then Elias comes out, and he's on the balcony to perform, which is a kind of a cool visual. Mm-hmm. Nice having that there. He just sings a little song about WrestleMania, King Corbin, and then the video screen just kind of plays images to go along with his lyrics. So King Corbin doesn't like it. He shows up, he attacks Elias, and then he ends up knocking him off this balcony to the hard floor below. Mm-hmm. And this is where they made use of that pre-tape editing because... Yeah, it's a hard fall to us. There was no table there to break him.
That was cool. This was the first. This was the first time that felt like this was different than the weeks before. It felt like it wasn't live.
Yeah. You could tell the way it switched angles and
everything
they added
else
a big
still
thump.
felt live conceivably. This no.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it was cool.
But there you go. Yeah, it was fine. Then we got Asuka taking on Alexa Bliss. Nikki Cross on commentary going nuts for her partner here.
She was going nuts.
Yeah, it was funny. She was pissing off Michael Cole. She was like poking Cole.
She's just fine out there. Yeah, like
Cole's like, why do you keep touching me every time?
It's hard to get mad at like an annoying face. I don't know.
Yeah. Like she's genuine. She's happy. She's fun.
Yeah, like the asshole on the mic. That one's easy to kind of.
Yeah. And Bliss and Asuka, they were working pretty good together. Bliss, she's come a long way from heel to baby face here, working that.
And back again. She sort of has this Daniel Bryan thing where she can kind of go back and forth, and we don't know what it is, but she's working whatever the angle is.
Yeah. So Asuka, she looks to apply that Asuka lock, but Bliss rolls through and hits this great-looking DDT to get the win. So big win for Alexa Bliss.
Of course, over Asuka.
Yeah. And I'm not sure if that's what set up because then, they announced that Nikki and Bliss get a tag title match at WrestleMania.
Bliss Cross is getting their shot back.
Yeah, so why not? I would have thrown the Iconics in there, of course, but why not? As long as the titles are featured, I'm happy.
When was the last time they were on television?
It might have been, like, real television. It might have been, like, the SummerSlam pre-show, which we got to see, thankfully.
We were there? I don't remember that.
We made it just in time for that match, SummerSlam.
On a Raw on November 18th.
Oh.
Was the last time they were on Pro Fight DB. I love this website, by the way. It's a great
website, yeah.
Oh, everything you want to know, yeah. Everything you want to know. So was it November, still pretty long ago.
Who did they fight?
They took a loss to Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair.
Oh, of course.
Last time they won? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, September 9th at a main event. There you go.
Well,
they're getting dubs.
We're not watching main event. Yeah, let's go on here. They then replay Triple H versus Roman Reigns for the WWE title from WrestleMania 32, one of the worst WrestleManias of all time.
What made it bad, or what made the WrestleMania bad?
Just pretty much every single match, the wrong guy won, and nothing. The fans were unhappy. Nothing was good. And then Roman Reigns wins when no one wanted him to at the end. And
Right. Yeah, out of all the matches that they replayed, I did watch this one because I had never seen it before. I think I knew that Roman Reigns was going to win.
Yeah. I mean, the match is okay, but not great.
I think out of all the ones that they've played, I think I liked the Cena Seth Brock match the best out of all the ones. Out of all the ones they've replayed that I hadn't seen before.
Yeah, that one was definitely much better than this one.
That was a barn burner, but I guess we got to put Roman over, so we need to see him taking that dub.
Well, yeah. So afterwards, they go backstage to Triple H, and Michael Cole asks him about Roman Reigns or his Goldberg title match, and he says his pick is the Big Dog, even though earlier on in the week, over the weekend, Roman announced that he's not at WrestleMania.
He did. Shit, I forgot about that little piece of information.
It is. Yeah, so he's out of Mania, but on Monday Night Raw, they just played it up. They kept showing the graphic.
Yeah,
as if it's still happening.
I'm on the Wikipedia page right now.
It's still there.
It's still there. So is this like a weird, unnecessary swerve?
Well, I saw a comment from Triple H where he was asked about it, and he said basically, "Look, the story isn't over yet. We've got SmackDown, so you'll have to tune in to see how this plays out."
You know what? Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Maybe they are trying to swerve us. As soon as he put out that video, it was weird. It was like. All what people were saying about the video, the comments, the captions of like he literally just had leukemia, compromised immune system, shouldn't be there.
Yeah.
And everyone's like, great. But the video he posted explaining it didn't really convey that message. I don't know if you saw the video that he put up on his Instagram or something.
I did. Yeah.
And it was more of like a you don't know me type of message. And I was like, no, we know you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
You don't know. I could have a newborn. I could have old people living in my house.
Yeah, and it was like, no, all that probably. Sure, we like you, Roman. Don't worry. And then he was still trying to
we're fine with this.
About it. It was odd. So I don't think this is over. You're right. This is not over.
Yeah, and just to dig in from the dirt sheets, I've heard that the story goes that so Roman was at the Performance Center. He showed up and everything. He was, he was there. I guess he was ready to do WrestleMania, but then apparently at some point the Miz showed up and he had some symptoms, and so he was sick. He was sent home, and Roman was all pissed because Miz was supposed to work with the Usos, his cousins, and then he got all mad and he's like, "Fuck this." And I mean, and then sure, probably because there's like now that the Miz was there, something could happen.
So you're saying maybe he filmed that video like walking out the door back to his parking lot, which, by the way, that parking lot is the most dangerous place in Florida.
I was gonna bring that up. Yeah, that comes into play on NXT
it's the
later,
most
but
dangerous place in Florida,
in the world,
possibly.
Well, Florida is the most dangerous state.
The amount of crime that happens in WWE parking lots is insane. It's insane. If you find yourself never walk through one, but yeah, this Roman thing's not done. We're gonna get the conclusion of that story tonight.
Yeah. When we do the card rundown, we'll pick it apart a little bit more. We'll see.
Of course,
there's rumors of replacements, and we'll get to that.
Oh my God, don't. What's up next, Mike?
We have a new episode of Firefly Funhouse. So Bray, he's trying to speak, but the severed head lantern's distracting him, and Abby's taunting him, and he's got the secret ingredients though, so he blends up all this shit, including Ramblin' Rabbit, who gets tossed in. He makes a smoothie. They kill Mr. Rabbit. He's like Kenny or Mr. Bill. Do you remember Mr. Bill?
Like just like ho, Mr. Bill. Yeah, they just like rip him apart.
They kill him every episode, and he comes back.
He comes right back. Doesn't need to be explained.
So he's dead. So Bray drinks his smoothie, and he says John Cena deserves a special kind of match. So the Fiend challenges him to a Firefly Funhouse match at WrestleMania. So we don't know what that'll be.
You know what I heard? You know what I thought when I heard that?
Yeah.
House of Horrors.
Yeah, I thought something similar, but I'm hoping it's not like the exact same. Like
what I didn't like about that is that it played out like a movie.
Yeah, I still want I want it to be like a match,
a
wrestling match.
Yeah, but which I mean, it could be either, but either way, I mean, I think it could work. I mean, the delightfully demented mind of Bray Wyatt and just kind of John Cena's ability to put anything over.
Do you think
it kind of seems like a recipe for success?
Yeah. Do you think it takes place inside or outside of a wrestling ring?
I want to say outside of a wrestling ring. I'm picturing like we'll get to see like an expanded version of the Firefly Funhouse, which I picture more like larger, expanding, like the Pee Wee Herman's, whatever,
like a twisted playhouse type of thing.
that kind of thing. I see a lot more, like not just the single camera shot that we see in the Firefly Funhouse. Or at least that's what I'd like to see. I mean, I think
explore more of the house.
I mean, Bray Wyatt's like this is his thing, right? So if these can just be ideas that he has, like let him throw them out there. I think it's going to be great.
That's part of the intrigue. Yeah. We don't know. What's this? What's a boneyard match? We'll see.
What is a boneyard? I don't even... Jesus Christ. What's coming up next? We got more matches.
The main event here. Classic tag team feud. New Day's taking on the Usos, and the winner will face Miz and Morrison for the tag titles at WrestleMania. And of course, good match. You always get a good match with these two teams here. Mm-hmm. Ms. Mo on commentary, and at one point they get involved. They just start beating everyone down. So the ref calls for the bell, throws his match out. And then Michael Cole gets on the microphone and says, Miz and Morrison, you're going to have to defend against both teams in a triple threat ladder match at WrestleMania. Or will they? We'll see.
Oh, I guess we will see. The creative keeps just really building this Mania card over the 2 nights, which is also going to be great.
That's gonna help. Yeah, for 16 matches, it's gonna be great to split.
So far, we have so many steps.
We got a lot of steps.
So many different ways to make it interesting.
Yeah, we got like a third of the card is titles, a third of the card is stips, and then the third of the card is matches that people probably don't care about.
A third of the card is pre-show. It's perfect. It's perfect.
Yeah, so that was SmackDown. There's one final one, but that takes place the day before WrestleMania, so we can't cover
Which is not tonight. WrestleMania Eve is not tonight, folks. Just wanted to remind you of that, because this card keeps building, and I don't even know when it's going to happen.
No, but let's roll right on over to the Red Show.
Monday Night Raw.
Let's get raw. Let's get raw.
Monday Night Raw. That's the one.
Live from...
Not live.
Oh yeah, maybe not live.
But taped from the Performance Center.
Mike, that's how I always used to introduce the shows. Now they're not even live from somewhere. Fuck.
I know.
I gotta think of a new way to Introduce.
Oh. But the show starts. We get a recap of the whole Undertaker, AJ Styles angle. And then we go to Undertaker sitting in a smoky, dark room.
Classic smoky dark room, probably Undertaker's house. I can't picture him driving to the PC to sit in a dark and smoky room. He's already there. He
ripped a big bong before and then just
I was thinking a cigar.
Yeah. So he cuts a promo on AJ, or should I say Alan Jones, since we're being real here. And he's talking, he's not talking with the Undertaker growl. He's talking more like Mark.
This is Mark Calloway, folks.
This is Mark Calloway, yeah. So he's like, AJ, you're a small man, small mouth, and I don't know if you got a big set or if you're just stupid. I've heard a lot worse from a lot better than you. So basically, and he calls him out 15 years ago. He was happy being a big fish in a small pond, and he waited until all the legends were gone to finally come to WWE, except for me. And you brought up Michelle McCool. You crossed the line, and you're just mad because she does the Faith Breaker, a.k.a. the Styles Clash, better than you. She got the move over. So she does do a pretty good job.
Who did it first?
AJ did it first.
I didn't look back on the timeline, but I was like, huh.
Yeah, but it was pretty, like she was wrestling, 10 plus years ago. So
no, of course, yeah.
But so you're gonna pay the price in the boneyard, and that's it was a good promo, serious, to the point, no spooky graveyard talk. He was the real man. Although he did end with the rest in peace, of course, but that's you gotta. And then the camera zooms out.
Yeah, sorry, go on.
And we reveal the AJ Styles tombstone that he's already had pre-made. So.
This was See, this is the one that I think is going to feel more like the House of Horrors match. This will be
done right.
But yeah, hopefully done right. Maybe they learned what their faults were from that one. Fantastic promo. I mean, not really interesting feud, but now it is.
Yeah, no, I'm intrigued. I mean, just to see how the match goes, and they have all the time in the world to make it look as good as they want. So
that's a good point. They have all the time, and I mean, knowing Taker, he could have done an 8-minute spurt, taken a couple hours nap,
take a break, take a nap, exactly.
Do another 8-minute spurt, then Epsom salt bath, and then another 8 minute, and then
Then over to Denny's for the 4:30.
Exactly, and for 4:30 p.m. Then back to the PC for another 8-minute spurt.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that.
It's gonna be great.
But then,
that match is gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm ready. I'm ready for it. I'm excited for it. Mm-hmm. I will say. Then Becky Lynch arrives in her big truck again. They got to get use out of it because God damn it, we paid for it. Yeah, got her the man. So she comes out, she cuts a promo, she talks about main eventing WrestleMania last year. She's like, yeah, let's watch. So they replay.
So sometimes I like to watch my own matches. Let's go.
Yeah, so they show the triple threat where Becky won 2 belts, of course. And then we cut back to her and she continues her promo, talks about Shayna, and she can see she's getting to her. You can do what Ronda couldn't, or you can lose and get put back in her shadow. And then Shayna pops up from behind, locks in that Kirifuda clutch. And she slams Becky into the side of the announce table and then stands over top of her with Becky's belt. So she stands tall on the go home.
Kirifuda. I never remember the name of that thing. Had you rewatched this match since last year?
No, and I didn't really rewatch. I just kind of skimmed over.
You kind of skimmed through. Yeah, I didn't. I mean, I was skipping through the match. I did go back to the end. That finish still gets me.
The finish takes away a bit of it. The shoulder popping up. That's unfortunate.
I think it's. I think it's the ref's fault. The ref's my new guy because
the ref shouldn't have counted it, but the Ronda also shouldn't have moved her shoulder.
I think his 2 and 3 count were shoulders down, but the one wasn't. Or
it's just like the way she adjusted, she moved.
I did kind of skim back and watched it a couple times, and I was like, once I'm gonna watch Becky, once I'll watch Ronda, once I'll watch the ref, and kind of see who I think fucked it up. I think it was the ref. His 1 count, her shoulders aren't down yet. And then his 2-3, they're down, but it doesn't feel like her shoulders are down for 3 seconds because they weren't.
Yeah, so he could have just waited an extra.
If he had waited an extra second, her shoulders would have been down. Maybe Becky could have popped up a little bit and fucking 1, 2, 3. But
Yeah, it was an unfortunate.
That's just me.
Yeah, no, it was a bit of a botch to the biggest women's match of all time,
Ever.
Unfortunately,
Ever.
But, yeah, the substance of the match was pretty good. The finish took away it. So yeah, that's pretty much probably why I didn't rewatch it.
That's a good
But
point. Good point.
it does not affect the legacy of Becky
And see,
Lynch.
and I felt fine rewatching it because Charlotte was, I think, like off, like on the other side of the ring, like when this happened. She was out of the ring, along the side, so I didn't have to. So I didn't see her lose. So I'm like, I can watch this forever. Charlotte's not losing. Okay, let's go.
Yeah, nothing was.
I wasn't hurt. I wasn't hurt in any way. Yeah.
Yeah. But let's go. The parade of jobbers continues at the Performance Center because Aleister Black's taking on Jason Cade. Yeah, so, he comes out swinging, but Black just calmly avoids everything. He sits down again, which freaks out the jobber, who, again, he asks this ref for help. And the ref just gives him the same thing. He's like, hey, man, that's your opponent, not my opponent. Let's go. So Black just kills him with the Black Mask, gets the win.
Black Mask gets the win. Now, apparently,
him and Lashley have not had a single interaction.
Him and Bobby Lashley have a match. I didn't know that.
They have not even talked once,
until
right?
this morning when I checked the Wikipedia. So great. I guess Aleister's just kind of squashing. We haven't seen Bobby Lashley on television for at least since they moved to the PC. So who the heck knows? But like we said, the match has already happened.
Yeah, so it's done.
Isn't it crazy? I've been scrolling through Instagram for the past couple days too, and like wrestling Instagram has at least been really good on this. You can swipe through multiple photos. They will at least post on the first one like WrestleMania spoiler, do not swipe, or like something like that. And then you have so I haven't. So it's really nice, but I would hate to kind of open that Discover page and then see, Charlotte holding the belt up or something. No, like that would be a bit of a pain. So gotta put
it's
over.
Happened.
I'm putting it over. Wrestling Instagram, you guys have done a good job saving the spoilies. If they even know the spoilies, I don't know. I haven't been looking.
Yeah, there's no way to know unless you go back and check out.
Yeah, it'd be like save the post for later, and then after WrestleMania, open it up and see if they were right or something.
Yes, let's go on here. Street Profits are out here taking on. Street Profits are teaming up with Kevin Owens to take on Seth Rollins, Andrade, and Angel Garza. And
fun.
And if you're wondering why AOP haven't been around, apparently one of them's injured, so they're gone again. Can't catch a break. Yeah.
Which one? Is it the same one or the other one? Okay, which one's which?
I haven't learned them yet. I haven't taken the time.
You knew I was going to ask you that. I was going to ask you that. You better figure it out for next week. How a distinguishing feature between the two.
Yeah. Whenever we do the Shoot Brothers video special, we'll have a part of the trivia will be name the twin, and you'll have to.
Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, like you see the image, and then it's like, is that Jimmy or Jay? But you see it for like 2 seconds.
Exactly.
You go, fuck it.
But 6-man tag here. Zelina Vega comes out, and then she cuts a promo, and she says, "Guess what? Austin Theory's my new client." So Andrade's out. I don't know what's wrong with him. If he's got the COVID or popped another drug test, I don't know.
That one's weird. Yeah, that one's weird. Okay.
And he's also out of Mania, so Austin Theory is in WrestleMania, which is a big step for him. He's getting a tag title shot.
I really don't know how this one all kind of came to be, what was supposed to be, or what was leading towards, of course the 4-man, what we wanted U.S. title, that was gone, and then
that all fell apart.
That all kind of fell apart. And I just don't know how Austin Theory got the call. Like, how was he next on the call sheet?
Well, yeah, Austin Theory and Angel Garza going for the tag titles is so weird. Like, they had nothing to do with the Street Profits,
and they had nothing to do with each other either. Like, at least if it was two people, that had something in common.
Yeah, maybe there's like, Theory, you live in Florida, we need you, so get down here.
Maybe he's just the closest to the Performance Center. Like, he just kind of lives right around the corner.
Yeah, but anyways, this match was fine. Bunch of great athletes. Austin Theory, for him, nobody really knowing him, he's hanging with the big boys here. So, and of course, Rollins spends the whole match avoiding Owens, building that heat for the Mania match because it was rumored, but Owens apparently did not pull out of WrestleMania. So a lot of rumors flying around.
Oh, I did not hear that.
Yeah,
He was supposed to.
Anyways, the crazy part of the match was when Montez Ford just goes running and does this insane flip over the top rope to the floor, where nobody even tries to catch him. He just slams hard into the ground onto the entrance ramp.
Yeah, it was hard to say. Like, did they try not to catch, or imagine just like we're not. You're flying over their heads.
Yeah,
They were just.
so
He
I
just
saw-
flew right past them.
He just landed, just boom, right flat on the
they
ground.
They didn't stand a chance to actually try to catch him.
Yeah.
They
So I heard,
super underestimated that.
I read some speculation. I forget who.
Oh no!
We got to speculate that apparently, like Montez was running.
You said no. You said like your own words, or no? I'm paraphrasing. The dirt corner is closed.
Well, things
you've been pulling
leak.
out a lot of
Things
dirt.
leak.
Yeah, but you're.
I know it's maybe to protect others. But so Montez Ford, when he was running to hit the ropes, Seth was supposed to like pull his foot to grab him, but they mistimed it and he missed. So he's just like, "Fuck it, I got to keep running." And he just did a flip, and Theory didn't know it was coming, so he didn't catch him, and he just hit.
Shit. Yeah, I guess that's like thinking on the fly. You know, if you're not there.
So he didn't want to just fall for no reason and embarrass him.
But
so
also, this,
even though it's pre-taped.
Yeah, this is where I get confused. Like, it's pre-taped.
Yeah, but it did make for a good replay. They showed it from like 3 different angles, just him falling, slamming hard.
Exactly. Oh, but even that, you would think like if Seth missed that, you know, he would have Seth missed, and then he would have stopped himself and gone like, okay, reset. Or
yeah. At first I thought
a director would have yelled cut.
At first I thought maybe it was a planned bump and they had like a crash pad on the bottom, because the first angle you just see him like fly over and hit, but then they show the other angle. I'm like, oh yeah, he actually did just fucking slam.
Yeah, oh yeah. There's no pad for him to land on.
Yeah, so crazy bump, but then back in the ring, Kevin Owens hits a stunner on Garza, gets the win, and then Rollins runs in and attacks him and leaves. So there you go. That match is set.
Yeah, both of those matches are set. KO and Seth, of course.
Yeah.
Also,
so I think after the ring clears out, Owen cuts a quick promo on Seth, and he calls him an arrogant dipshit, which is uncensored.
I know, that's uncensored.
They let dipshit go. Yeah, they censored Ziggler when he said dipshit at SummerSlam, but not here.
Oh, did they? I never saw the. I
went back and watched the clip, and so there you go.
Can you see us?
I mean, maybe they only censored the replay. I didn't see us, but I didn't watch the whole show.
Did you look for the guy who was sitting like a few rows in front of us,
trying to get in a fight all
signs and the screen? The guys who almost got in fights. Oh my god, that was so.
You call my girlfriend fat? Yeah.
It was weird. Great seats though, but crazy.
Oh yeah, I loved it. Great night. But yeah, Kevin Owens though, this was another good promo from him. Another nice, just serious. Didn't sound too scripted. Just kind of allowed him to just kind of go with his.
Yeah, you got to think. Well, again, this pre-recorded nature. You know, it's maybe Vince is being a little more lenient on letting these guys give a promo because you can kind of record what you're written.
Like, well, we'll see how it
play
goes.
With it a bit.
Yeah.
Take 3,
like,
take 4, take
fine.
5. Next thing you know, dipshit could have been improvised.
Yeah. Then we get another. We go back to Edge, who's now in the dark room backstage, and he talks about Orton and grit.
Do you think he knocked on the door? Also, is that the same door that Aleister Black's in? Like, is this just like the the dark smoky room that has a camera constantly set up, and any mysterious figure can just kind of go back and use it? Like,
presumably he could have done this. He could have done this in his home.
What's that called? Is that what they have on Big Brother? They have like the room that you can just kind of go in and talk.
Oh yeah, the
confessional.
Confession.
Yeah, is this confession for is this confessional for WWE employees? They can just kind of always a camera.
There's definitely a theme.
They press the record button, and then right beside the record button is a smoke button. Pump some dry ice in there, real low hanging.
But so it was the same, the gist of the grit and the Orton, and it was another good passionate promo from Edge.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean that's all it was gonna be, I think, regardless, right?
Yeah.
Maybe but of course the fans would have helped this feud, just it being Edge and fans wanting him back.
Yeah. But thankfully, I mean, we all assume that this won't be his only match of his return. So
hopefully. I heard the dirt sheets. I heard the dirt sheets on that one. Apparently,
Yeah.
he's making some bank right now. So,
and, he's bound to want to come wrestle in Toronto another time on this Final
of
Door.
course, heard his merch sales were through the roof. So I hear.
I'm sure they are. I love the Rated R Superstar logo. Asuka's out next to take on Kaden Carter.
Asuka, wait, wasn't she just on SmackDown?
What?
I said, wasn't she just on SmackDown?
Well, she's the woman tag champ, so
Oh my
the
god!
only title that's allowed on all three brands. Remember, she's allowed. So Kaden Carter is also here. You should be wondering about that one because she's from NXT. But in these trying times, everyone's allowed from the Performance Center, whatever. Asuka versus Kaden Carter. I like Kaden Carter. She's been doing fine on NXT, so a bit of a spotlight here. But of course, she's here to do the job. So Asuka gets the submission win with the Asuka lock. So she gains a little bit of. We haven't seen Kairi Sane in a while, but she'll be there at WrestleMania. So.
Have not. Well, I think she's got to be because she's in a match.
Yeah. AC Dirt told me that she just got married, so she's been in her homeland. But
congratulations to her.
Yes, I suppose. We get footage from earlier in the day. Of course, we talked about earlier the most dangerous place in all of wrestling, the NXT parking lot, where it's just countless attacks.
Undeniably the most dangerous place. Like they need
crimes,
even
abductions.
just one security guard. Just one security guard to just kind of letting people filter in and out.
Yeah, so the champ, the NXT champ, Rhea Ripley, she arrives, and then Charlotte just attacks her from behind, throws her into that steel garage door, and just leaves her laid out there. So another, just chalk it up, the numbers. Then we get a replay of Brock Lesnar defending his WWE Championship against Rey Mysterio from Survivor Series this past year. Which
and
an
Dominic.
awesome match.
and
Dominic.
Dominic.
Well, yeah. It was an awesome match. I popped so hard when Ray and Dominic hit that double 619 double frog splash.
Yeah.
Thought Ray had it won.
It was close.
Yeah. It was a great match. That was one of the ones. Yeah, where Lesnar's like, all right, let's have some fun. And we did. I would have loved if Ray won, even just for a few weeks, but still a great match. But let's go on. Speaking of Brock Lesnar, him and Paul Heyman are in the ring to cut one last promo about WrestleMania and Drew McIntyre. And, Heyman gives Drew respect for stepping up. He is special. But you know who else was special? The Rock, Hulk Hogan, Randy Couture, John Cena, The Undertaker, all these legends, icons that stood above. But you're going up against the once ever athlete with Brock Lesnar, and you're just going to be Brock's bitch. And then Heyman closes out with not a prediction, not even a spoiler. It's a guarantee that next year on the Go Home show before Mania, Brock Lesnar will still be standing here with the WWE title.
Jesus Christ, I hope not. Where's Drew been?
Yeah,
I feel
we haven't seen him
I don't remember. I think I saw a video package of him training. They tried to on maybe like www.com or something. He's literally carrying like barrels of whiskey in this like Scottish workout of
Scotch.
his.
Scotch.
Yeah, Scotch, sorry.
Yeah. But we haven't seen him live in the arena in at least weeks, it seems.
It feels like maybe even since we moved to the PC once. We've seen him once.
He spent all that time getting over the 3, 2, 1, and now he won't even get to do it.
Yeah,
Claymore.
Or I can just do it in the privacy of my own home.
I mean, you can still do it.
Oh, I was going to yell. I was going to yell.
Yes.
I was going to yell it anyways. I was going to yell.
But what if he
anyways.
doesn't do it? What if he doesn't do it?
That's a good point.
But no, he might. But yeah, no Drew on the Go Home show. Which is, a little strange.
Which was a little strange, and that was Monday Night Raw though.
That was Raw.
Also, it's not Monday Night Raw anymore. It's just it has to be just any night Raw, right?
It takes place, or I mean, it's,
just because it happened. You watch it on Monday, but it may have happened on a Thursday. Yeah. Thursday Night Raw. Imagine that, eh?
Yeah, Raw's the only one that's never ever changed from Monday.
Is that so? Oh yeah, right. Because SmackDown has been all over the place.
Yeah, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, SmackDown. So, yeah, I mean Wednesday Night Dynamite. If they can last 30 years on Wednesdays, so we'll see.
Right, because even WCW had another show that was on another night.
Yeah,
didn't they?
Yeah, they had
I don't remember what it was. Thunder. That's what it was called.
Thunder. Yeah, that was like their SmackDown, but not as good.
But not as good, right? But there you have it, folks. That was SmackDown and Raw.
Yeah.
Of course, that was our Raw Go Home show. We still have another fucking SmackDown to go, but I think we should take a break. What do you think?
Yes. Take a break. Come back to the Wednesday nights and WrestleMania rundown.
And of course, you can't forget trivia. So stick around, folks.
Let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, brother, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, yeah, let's shoot, brother, brother, yeah.
You're ready because we're back. We're back with the second half of the show.
We are here. We are quarantined.
Yes.
Still, we did not break. Nothing. They did not cure it while we were gone.
No. They did not.
But we're back.
But we're back, of course, with our second half of the show, which always starts pretty similarly. It's some trivia.
Yeah.
Trivia. Woo! Trivia. Woo!
Mike, I have 3 for you today, bud.
I'll give you 3 as well, then.
Perfect, Mike. I'm going to kick it off because I have another edition of Wrestling Birthdays.
Hey-oh.
I'm going to try to find a little sound clip. Anytime there's birthdays, maybe like the sound of like a child's party, everyone's going like, yay, or something like that. I don't know. I'm going to figure it out. So, Mike, I'm going to give you a list, like clues, and you're going to have to give me the performer. Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay, first off, here we go. First wrestling birthday. This person is a Grand Slam champion in the WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they are on this year's WrestleMania card. You can see them on Netflix in the film The Condemned 2. I was flipping past that the other day. This person was awarded Worst Match of the Year by The Observer for their performance at WrestleMania 33.
33.
And your final clue, they are tied for the most ever awarded Tweet of the Week champion.
Huh. So wait, WrestleMania 33, you said worst match of the year?
Worst match of the year for WrestleMania 33.
I'm going to say it's the Rand Man, Randy Orton.
The Rand Man, Randy Orton, is 40 years old.
40. Still looking great.
Still looking great. He's up there. And check out The Condemned 2 on
The
Netflix.
Condemned.
I don't want to watch it, so I want someone to watch it and tell me about it.
Is that the one with a bunch of prisoners on an island?
No. Well, I mean the icon that
Like the
comes
first-
up on Netflix is it's him with an AR-15 gun in a military type situation.
I think I saw the first one, if that has Stone Cold in it.
Oh shit!
But
Who knows who's going to make a
many years
cameo in part 2?
yeah. All right. My trivia for you. It's WrestleMania week, but it's not WrestleMania trivia. We're supposed to have a Hall of Fame sometime, so I'm going to give you some Hall of Fame trivia.
Oh shit! This would have been Hall of Fame tomorrow night.
Something.
Yeah. Weird.
Yeah,
Okay. Shit, man. I lost a day. I don't know what.
I mean,
day
they
it
already announced the inductees for this year, so it will happen at some point.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, my first question for you is: who was the first ever inductee into the WWF Hall of Fame?
First ever into the WWF Hall of Fame. So this possibly would have been.
I will say WWF. I will say it was the class of 1993, and this person went in on their own as the first ever and only person to go in that year. So it's kind of like,
Okay,
someone
so
tremendous.
93. So it's not going to be Hulk, or it's not going to be Ric Flair, any of those guys. So we're going to have someone from before. So who's from before? Maybe I can picture like a Bruno Sammartino, because of what he would have done, or not someone like, but then Bruno Sammartino passed away recently, correct?
I I'm not sure if he's even dead.
Because see, I picture the first inductee into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, he died last year, or he died in 2018, San Martino.
And okay, so in my mind, I'm kind of picturing the first inductee into a Hall of Fame would either be a legend, but is it more likely that it's a legend who would have passed away by then?
I think you're onto something.
I am onto something because Bruno Sammartino was my first guess, just because he's
because he's old,
longest reigning. But I mean, and I don't know my timeline, but I feel as though Andre the Giant would have passed away by then because I think. But that's what I'm kind of thinking. It's going to be one of those two guys, and maybe because of his passing. We gave it to him first. Final answer, Andre the Giant.
It was Andre the Giant. He is larger than life. He's the only man to have a whole induction year for himself, I guess.
And I guess so. Yeah, he passed away shortly before that, I guess.
So I guess and Vince McMahon has always loved him, like one of his favorite people in the world.
One of the biggest draws, you got to say. Even time and time again, whether you're clicking through YouTube or Instagram or something, and then that clip of I guess is it WrestleMania 3?
Yeah.
Of Hulk power slamming Andre. Like that, the pop is huge. Like that that has to be one of the biggest pops ever in the history of the fucking business.
Worldwide.
And
so there's Andre, and there it is.
Fantastic.
He wasn't like Hulk Hogan. He never dicked Vince McMahon around a lot. He didn't jump ship, so Vince always loved him.
Yeah, I feel a very loyal person, and from all accounts, what anyone's ever said about the man, just like the nicest, gentlest person to ever be around. So, way to go. Well, I mean, when it takes you 1,000 beers to get buzzed, it's a little bit different. Okay, Mike, I got wrestling birthday number 2 for you. Ready for it. So, this person is a former PWG and Ring of Honor tag team champ. Mm-hmm. They took an attitude adjustment by John Cena for a Super Bowl ad in 2009. They've appeared on WWE television twice. Once in an anger management session alongside Daniel Bryan and Kane, and the second time at SummerSlam 2013, posing as a firefighter during Bray Wyatt and Kane's Ring of Fire match.
Yeah.
And number 4, I have your fourth and final clue. Mm-hmm. This person is part of the longest ever reigning AEW tag team champions.
Okay. I'm gonna say, so he was on, what was the appearances on television?
Yes, so two different times. First, he appeared in an anger management session alongside Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Yeah.
And the second time was at SummerSlam 2013, where he played a firefighter during a Ring of Fire match between Bray Wyatt and Kane.
I'm going to say Scorpio Sky.
Scorpio Sky is the right goddamn answer.
Woo!
Happy birthday, Scorpio Sky. He's 37.
37? Mm-hmm. All right. He's still kicking. Mm-hmm. Looking good. You know what they say? I know what they say. And I think we all know what they say. So I don't have to say it?
So none of us have to say it, Mike. What's your second question?
All right. Another Hall of Fame related question. And I want you to know, for these questions, I am including this year's inductees.
Perfect.
So you're aware of, or at least most or some of them.
Most or some. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
So anyways, over the course of this WWE Hall of Fame, there are now 8 people who are multi-time inductees. 8 people. Okay. Can you name those 8 people?
Okay. I need to grab a pen and paper so I can keep track of them all. Okay, so Shawn Michaels as himself and DX.
Yeah.
That's one. Great, I got that. Ric Flair he's 2, but I don't know what the second one's for.
Yeah, you don't have to name it, but it's the
Okay,
Four
okay,
Horsemen.
okay. Oh, Four Horsemen.
But I'll
Right,
tell
right,
you.
right, right, right.
I'll tell you for the sake of trivia. So that's 2.
That's 2. Fuck, this should be easier than I think. Okay, well, I'm gonna say Scott Hall for Solo and DX, and I'm also
and NWO.
NWO. Okay, oh right.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know what you meant. I
sorry.
know.
So him and Solo. So I'm gonna also say Kevin Nash for the same reasons.
Yeah.
Him and NWO. I guess Trips is only in it once. He will be in it. No, Triple H, Evolution, and DX. Right?
I don't believe Evolution as a group has gone.
Oh,
in
they
yet,
didn't.
have
No, they were just like honored that one night. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Shit. I thought that had something to do with it.
That's a good. No, that's. But yeah, Trips
But
is one
I
time.
feel like X-Pac is one of them.
He is. Yes, he hasn't gone in solo yet. He went in with
NWO
DX
and DX, right? Which is so odd.
So he might be a 3-timer down the line.
One day he's gonna be a 3-time Hall of Famer. Okay, so now other Hall of Famers.
You got 3 more.
I have 3 more. Booker T, Harlem Heat, and Solo.
That is correct. I think that was last year.
Yeah, last year. 2 more. Who's done shit? It's gonna be people who are in for like them and their like / stable. Man, the first 6 came okay.
Yeah.
These last 2.
They're 2 big names.
2 big names. Is Edge in it twice?
No.
Damn.
He's in it once.
Just the once for his solo work?
Yeah.
Okay.
When he had to retire.
Last 2 big names. The Undertaker's still going. Kane, I don't think. Who else was on a tag? You know what? The last two just aren't coming to me.
All right. Well,
2.
you mentioned all the NWO except for Hollywood Hogan.
Oh shit! You're so right. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
so,
7. And then who's the last one?
Yeah. And then Bret Hart, who is in
Bret
for
Hart.
himself, and the Hart Foundation when he got tackled last
Right,
year.
when he got attacked last year.
Yeah.
That you know, well, that's one good thing. One good thing about the about that happening is that you're not going to get that fucking crazy ass in the Jamaican Rastafarian hairdo thing. So that's all 8. That's all 8, and there will certainly be more.
Yes. Now that they have, now that they seem to want to do it every year, have a guy become a multi-time.
Well, and I think now the next thing will be who's the first 3-time, right? Is it going to be? Is it going to be Trips? Is it going to be? Is it going to be Ric Flair? Is it going to be any of these?
Who knows?
people?
I don't know. Yeah, we'll get. I don't know. We'll get there.
We'll get there. Okay, okay, Mike. Your final piece of wrestling birthdays. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
Okay, this person is a good Canadian kid
Good.
who made their debut for ECW in 2001. The Observer voted the most underrated. This person won multiple titles in WCW, including the WCW Cruiserweight, United States, and Hardcore Championship. This person is a 4-time WWE Tag Champ. And your last clue is this person is the reason why I can't use my name for wrestling because people will think we're related.
All right, give me.
You want to hear those clues again?
Yeah, let's
We got it. They're a good Canadian kid.
Yeah.
In 2001, the Observer voted the most underrated. When they were in WCW, they won the WCW Cruiserweight title, WCW United States title, and the WCW Hardcore title. This person is a 4-time WWE Tag Team Champ. And they are the reason I can't use my name if I wanted to wrestle because people will think we're related.
Trying to think. Canadian wrestlers that won those belts in WCW. I know it can't be Benoit for a couple different things. Because he was the world champion in WCW, and he also wasn't a good Canadian.
Let's stick. Similar to the WWE network. Let's stick away from Benoit talk.
I'm just. I
know. You had process of elimination.
So more Canadian. I mean, Jericho, of course, was Canadian WCW. But I don't know what he has to do with your name. I'm trying to think about your name. Unless it has to do with like a wrestler's real name or something that I'm overlooking. Who? WCW.
I think you may have missed a clue there. They made their debut for ECW.
Oh, yeah, ECW.
Yes.
I'm not even thinking about ECW. Canadian. Gotta think harder.
A good Canadian kid, too.
Good Canadian kid.
To boot. He's a good one to boot.
I don't know. I'll just throw out a name and say Lance Storm.
Lance Storm is 50 years old today, Mike.
Woo!
You
All right,
got it.
Yes.
Hell yeah, for a great hit. No, that was exactly it. This person, WCW, ECW, and hey, they went to Laurier. I also saw that when I was checking them up. For all of our fans out there in Calgary, check out the Storms Wrestling Academy. It exists. It's out there. You know, if you want to learn the tricks of the trade.
Yeah, get taught.
Get taught and get tossed.
All right. My final Hall of Fame trivia for you.
Perfect.
So there have been a total of 8 people. Let me make sure. Yes, 8 people. Wait. Let me do it. Yeah, so I mean, I'm counting groups or teams as one. Mm-hmm. So, all right. How many 8 people in the WWE Hall of Fame have appeared on AEW television in some form or another?
Okay.
They don't have to wrestle, of course. But they've appeared on TV. AEW. 8 Hall of Famers.
8 Hall of Famers. We're going to say Arn Anderson.
That's one.
Is he in twice? Is that a thing?
No, we're not.
That's not the question. That's not the question.
The question, just how many people in the Hall of Fame
bad.
have appeared? It doesn't matter.
So we're gonna say Arn Anderson number 1. We're gonna say Jake the Snake number 2.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say JR.
Yeah, that's 3.
3. Now which one of these other old motherfuckers has shown up? Yeah, I'm trying to like go by like age of person and then work my way down. Anybody from WCW that would do that too? Well, Bret Hart.
Yeah, that's 4.
He presented us the AEW championship at Double or Nothing.
Yeah,
I think
like mere weeks after being tackled at the
mere
WWE Hall.
weeks after being tackled by a
MJF reference
white man in a Rastafarian haircut.
Yeah.
That's 4. Okay, let's go back to the Shack. Cody's been, and I feel like Goldust is not in the Hall of Fame. So no, he's not in the Hall of Fame.
He is not.
No, didn't think so. That wouldn't make sense. Who was maybe somebody from WCW type days, who's shown up? I'm really stuck at 4. I feel like one of the women is. I feel like it's Awesome Kong.
No, she's.
Damn it!
No.
I thought maybe there was a chance.
There are no women.
Okay. Good. So I have 3 more. I'm kind of drawing a few blanks right now, but I feel
4
like
more.
4 more. Shit. I feel like whoever they are, they were people coming in to say something. Not much so do any in-ring action. But yeah, I'm capped off at 4 right now.
All right. Well, I'll give it to you. Some of these, this one actually did wrestle at least one match. Diamond Dallas Page.
DDP. Yep.
Yeah. Also, Billy Gunn. He was in the Battle Royals.
Oh yeah, and he's a producer over there. I think
He's been around. Yeah, his son's
yeah.
his son's on the show. And then of course Tully Blanchard in the manager.
Shit. Yeah, another manager.
Yeah, and the final one, probably the easiest to forget, were the Rock and Roll Express, who just showed up.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Didn't they
presented the titles and hit the big destroyer?
Yeah. Who did he hit it? Who did Rick? Who did he hit steam? Who did he hit a destroyer on?
I forget.
But it was huge. It was someone who could just like Sammy Guevara or something like that.
Yeah, someone who could just do all the work and
someone who can do 100% of the work. That's what. Yeah, because that's the one word. That one's all about taking it, right? It's not so much about giving it.
Yeah, it's harder to do a backflip and land on your head than do a front flip and land on your ass.
Yeah, I think. Well, if you want to know, how much work goes in on the receiving end, you just have to watch the Ibushi mannequin match, the Ibushi blow up doll match. Because when they go in the circle and he's just taking destroyers. Yeah, that's what he just keeps doing. That's what he's just like destroying himself.
It's beautiful.
It is beautiful. And there you have it. That was trivia. That was some fantastic stuff, of course. The Hall of Fame, we don't know when it's going to happen. I guess technically the Hall of Fame would be a larger gathering than you're allowed to have. So that's just going to be on hold.
Yeah. I mean, they're not taped. They could have just taped speeches and shit, but they're like, whatever, we'll save it. No, maybe it could be a part of SummerSlam or Survivor Series, whenever the fuck they can do it.
Yeah, that'll be great. Whenever that can get done, that'll be great.
Either way, we know the Bellas are in. They're in. So the baby's got to come out first, probably at this point.
That might happen before.
Yeah. So, anyways, let's go over to the world of Dynamite, TNT, AEW.
AEW, All Elite. They coming for you, Vince. Better watch out. It's too sweet.
It's Wednesday, baby, which was yesterday. I know. I remember what day it is now.
Now we know.
Now I remember.
The Eternal.
Yeah.
Yes, the calendar has the calendar doesn't lie.
Nope.
So Tony's out here, Tony Schiavone, and Cody, because he's taken over commentary for a little while, and Pharaoh's out there for a little bit because they don't have a bunch of pyro to scare.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen the dog since the dog got scared of the pyro.
Yeah, the incident.
So of course, just like any, they were written off television, and then they came back.
Yeah, and like last week, they got rid of the wrestlers sitting at ringside, but they brought them back. So we had a couple guys sprinkled out, to watch the matches. And of course, the big news was the official announcement of AEW's next championship belt, the TNT Championship, which will be their mid-card title and will be crowned by a winner of an 8-man tournament, which kicks off next week.
This is fantastic.
This is great, So they say next week, Sean Spears faces Cody, and then Sammy Guevara faces Darby Allin. And then on the other side of the bracket, Kip Sabian versus Dustin Rhodes, and then Lance Archer versus Colt Cabana. So, I think personally they could have made it a 16-man tournament.
You could have expanded it. They have a huge, people to pull from.
Yeah, like I just don't know how Kip Sabian and Colt Cabana over, Pac, Jake Hager, MJF, Wardlow, guys like that. Mm-hmm. Whatever. I'm still gonna enjoy the whole thing. Anyways, that's gonna be fun. But
it's gonna be great, and good name, just the TNT Championship.
Yeah, TNT title. It is, it works.
There's, it's you don't have to say heavyweight. You don't have to use the words heavyweight. You certainly don't have to use the words United States or international.
Just is what it is. And TNT, even though it's the network, it still sounds like it could be its own thing. Just TNT.
Yeah, sure. Why not? They're the ones paying for it.
Exactly. Yeah, we didn't get a glimpse at the belt yet, so that'll be another nice little.
Of course, yeah.
Peak.
Because they're kind of 3 for 3 for belts. I think.
Yeah, they're all pretty good so far.
Yeah.
They're all different enough. Like the tag doesn't look like a copy of the world title. And
yeah, I agree.
Women's, yeah. But let's go to the wrestling here because we got Trent of the Best Friends taking on Kenny Omega, and I think they switched up venues this week.
Mm-hmm. They weren't in their normal or their outside Jacksonville Fight for the Fallen thing. They were
so a bit of a different setup. They had their double tunnels again. I kind of like how they have 3 or 4 sets they rotate through. Sometimes you have the tunnel, sometimes you have the big elevated ramp, sometimes you have this, that.
Yeah, keep it fresh. Just little changes like that can change, how we perceive it.
Yeah, you know, when you watch Seinfeld, Jerry's not always wearing the same shirt.
It's always the same apartment, though.
Same apartment. Well, so Trent Omega, good match. They wrestle out into the crowd area, if you will, through the barricades. Big pop-up powerbomb just into a post. And these wrestlers in the crowd, they interfere at some point. Like Jimmy Havoc, he's trying to give Trent a wrench, but he declines it.
Yeah, just a wrench. Like, here you go, mate. Here you go. Take a wrench.
Yeah. Oh, mate. Here you go.
No,
But,
I don't know.
So they slug it out for a while. Kenny hits a big power bomb followed by a V-trigger, but Trent survives. They go back and forth. Trent hits this big German suplex off the top rope where Kenny lands like on his neck.
I didn't like that. I stood up.
I
stood up from my
that was
couch.
a big. I put my hands on my head.
Yeah, the way he grabs his neck after he landed felt like the way you grab your neck after you break it. And
but even if he didn't, he knows to grab it. He's like, "Oh fuck, that looked bad. It better make it look worse.
better make this 28-year-old guy shit himself."
But Kenny survives. He lives on. He fights back, and he hits another huge big knee, followed by the one-winged angel to get the win, with 1 minute remaining in the time limit as they're counting down.
That time limit's always there. Just 2 minutes remaining.
We get our weekly excellent Kenny Omega match.
That's weekly at this point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah. No tag stuff, no Hangman or anything this week, but let's go to some women's action. The number one ranked in the division, Hikaru Shida, taking on Anna Jay with 2 Ys. Mm-hmm. So we don't know much about her, so Shida gets the convincing win with like a Michinoku driver, Falcon Arrow type move. I don't know what she calls it.
Yeah, neither do I. You're often better than that. Yeah, Shida looks impressive in these sorts of things.
I like her.
Leading up to a Nyla Rose match, number one contender.
Yeah, we haven't. There was really no women's program going into Blood and Guts. So they're kind of, I don't know. Hopefully, just build up some people around, and we'll see whenever that happens. We haven't seen Nyla Rose for a bit.
Agreed.
But then, we got a hype video for Jon Moxley, who's defending his world title against Jake Hager for the title, which takes place in 2 weeks in an empty arena, no holds barred title match. So we all assume Moxley will get a nice win here. Hager will do some fun stuff, and we'll see.
I like that it's called a empty arena, no holds barred match. It's not just no holds barred.
Yeah, they specified.
Nobody's even there. Like, remember that the Omega Moxley match when it had to be unsanctioned? The lights go out, then they come back on, and then at that point, it's just people sitting in seats. Like, it's like, hey, if you want to see this, this match is going to be so messed up that
we're just
people can't even see it.
Yeah, even the wrestlers. Jimmy Havoc, you're not welcome. You got to go.
Not welcome.
Can't sit at the ringside.
The only people in the arena are the cameramen and women.
Yeah. And JR.
And JR.
Whoever's calling the match. Yeah. But we get the debut of Lance Archer taking on the big, tough Marco Stunt. Mm-hmm. And, of course, before Archer comes out, we get another video from Jake just talking about his client. More stuff. But as expected, Archer just destroys Marco, just fucking flings him, tosses him all over the ring. I think Marco gets one drop kick in at least or something, but doesn't do much. Archer hits his big one-handed choke slam, followed by this cool move called the blackout to get the pin, get the win.
Yeah, huge, convincing win.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is that's how you use Marco Stunt, right?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it was fine. Did what it had to. Then we get another Brody Lee segment. He's kind of in a conference room, just talking to his Dark Order members, yelling at them. One starts yawning, so he's all pissed off and gets in his face. And just more, just him. It's kind of, it's, I like that he has this, he's not just the cult leader, he's just a crazy business boardroom guy as well. I don't know.
Yeah, he's the leader of not only... I mean, because think about all those commercials the Dark Order had. Somebody had to pay for these commercials. Like, there's some kind of financial income.
I mean, usually behind every cult, someone's making a lot of money, so...
And maybe it's Brody Lee.
Maybe.
The Exalted One.
Speaking of the Dark Order, we got another debut of members 8 and 9 here. So if Brody Lee's number 1, of course, he's the Exalted One.
Yep.
And then Uno and Stu would be 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
And I guess Reynolds and Silver are either 4 and 5
4 and 5.
or 6 and 7.
Yep.
Yeah. So we're missing at least 2.
There's a little, there's a little hierarchy.
There's room.
As it were. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. These guys are just 8 and 9. You know, they're down on the bottom of the poll, taking on the new team of QT Marshall and Dustin Rhodes, the Natural Nightmares they call themselves. And QT, he has the mask that they offered him last week, but he just tosses it in the air, slaps him. So they go back and forth, and then Dustin and QT get the win with their finisher. And then after the match, the Exalted One comes out, power bombs number 9 for getting pinned, and then just stares at number 8 and then leaves.
Well,
I don't know.
Yeah, he doesn't. Can't
He's
have
mad.
them anymore.
Yeah, you fuck up, you gotta pay. And then we go to a video of Chris Jericho at his home, sitting in his hot tub, enjoying some bubbly. And he says it's April Fool's Day, and the Elite, they're the biggest fools I ever met. And just starts ripping into them one by one, calling them dipshits and stuff. And we cut back and forth at the camera. Vanguard as it approaches Jericho as he's ranting, and the drone just flies right up to him, so he starts talking to it. And again, he's trying to recruit him into the inner circle. He even pulls out a little tiny shirt to offer, which he, I was the inner circle shirt.
Fantastic. Chris Jericho yelling at a drone.
And it works.
That's professional wrestling in 2020. If I've ever seen it.
And wearing full jeans in the hot tub too, and
yeah. What's the deal with that, by the way?
Full pants. Yeah. So he gives the thing. He hangs the little shirt on Vanguard, but Vanguard flies away. So Jericho says, "Release the hounds!" And his 5 dogs of varying size just come out to chase and bark at the drone. As
there was one that was fucking tiny.
There's a couple like little chihuahua, just like
varying sizes. At this little,
like one big one,
drone.
One medium one, a couple little ones. And
I like how it was hovering just above, like Jericho's kind of reach. Like, which, it's like 10 feet in the air. It's not even like it's that high up. He just can't get it.
Yeah, no, it was great. Another good segment with Vanguard. And then we go to the main event.
Vanguard, the drone that doesn't talk, is giving some of the best promos in the business right now. There we go.
Yeah, Jericho and Vanguard. They might have a match at some point. Who knows?
Oh, huge. That'd be huge.
Main event time. Sammy Guevara's teaming up with Shawn Spears to take on Cody and Darby Allin. And yeah, this was a good match. They're still, Sammy and Shawn, they're still gambling while they're wrestling. Sammy bets him that $50 he can't hold Darby in a suplex for 10 seconds. So Spears does it, and then they go back and forth, just trying to bet each other. Good way to kill time in the match, I guess.
Why not?
But
yeah, that's we like do it. That's part of the fun that they've been doing lately.
Filling time, yeah.
Yeah.
So eventually, Darby reverses the suplex, gets Cody in for the hot tag. Cody hits Sammy with the crossroads, but then Spears grabs him and throws him out over the barricade into the crowd. And then these heels just start hitting him. Britt Baker hits him with a shoe. Jimmy Havoc hits him with a wrench. Everyone's just
the wrench came back. I'm so glad that wrench came back. He's been holding on to it all day.
He wanted to get it. Yeah, he just let me have a swing. Just let me get one swing. So
let me get one swing.
Everyone's
and
brawling. Yeah, as all this chaos is going on and everyone's brawling, and then Darby Allin just starts climbing up a pole like a koala. And then he jumps off and hits the coffin drop. Crazy bump. Just, I don't know, big fall.
Huge.
So he takes a bunch of guys out, and then back in the ring, Sammy slides a chair over to Shawn Spears, but Darby takes it away, and then Sammy snatches it from behind from Darby, so he's distracted, and Spears rolls him up for the upset 3 count. So Darby and Cody are shocked, and the heels go away, and Cody tries to console Darby, but he decks Cody in the face. As after all, that will be his opponent next week in the first round of the TNT tournament. Dumb and Dumber's up next on TNT, as they said multiple times. Did you
multiple
catch
times?
The main event. They were really for this 30-year-old movie that you could probably watch on any service that you have. Watch it on TV.
For this 30-year-old movie that your dad probably has on DVD, you guys are pumping this up for a lot.
Yeah,
but,
Dumb and Dumber.
But Shawn Spears and Sammy Guevara getting a win that they haven't had in
especially Shawn Spears ever.
Shawn Spears, yeah. Well, I think I think Fight for the Fallen. I remember that he got a tag win there.
That
was a long time ago.
Yeah, so big win for the heels, and the tension between Cody and Darby. There it is. They've already had great matches, and I'm sure that first round's gonna be great.
Yeah, It will be. Just any kind of tournament adds a little bit of excitement to it, right? Even those past King of the Ring matches showed off some surprisingly. Of course, got Chad Gable over. And brought him all the way to the end there. Just some good stuff can happen.
Yeah, a tournament, it's always a good way to crown a champion, get many people involved, so you're not not excluding that too much. But
agreed.
Anyways, that was your Dynamite.
That was Dynamite. Of course, we're not really building to anything right now. Of course, I think Double or Nothing was the next scheduled pay-per-view, end of May.
Yeah, it hasn't officially been canceled, but I mean, we can all assume it's not going to happen, at least.
We can all assume it's not going to happen, at least, in the end of May. So, we're creating direction, right? Creating direction at a moment of directionless action. So.
Yeah. I mean, we still have that whole Blood and Guts card as well. Whenever they decide
whenever that gets to happen, that will happen, which will be fantastic.
Yeah. So I mean, everything's up in the air, but storylines continue. Championship belts are making their debut, which is nice. In the meantime, we can have that thing.
It's fantastic.
So something to look forward to. Mm-hmm. But let's go over here, the other side of the war. NXT's here, baby.
NXT, same time, same time, different channel. Same cable service provider. It's NXT live from the PC.
NXT, what does it mean? I don't know, but it's some good wrestling. So NXT, watch and see. Gotta tap out a count out of 1, 2, 3. So
baby,
Velveteen Dream. We don't know what's happening.
Yeah. Velveteen Dream though is taking on Bobby Fish to open the show. So Dream, he's just trying to climb up the Undisputed Era ladder to get to Cole and that NXT title at the top. So, him and Bobby go back and forth. Dream escapes out of a sleeper, hits the Dream Valley Driver to get the win. And then after, he just cuts a promo on Adam Cole. So it all seems to be leading to a title match. Whether he wins or not, we'll see.
That's where it's going. It sort of seems like to get and this is a nice way of this is a fun way of doing it too. Like to get to Adam Cole, you have to climb your way through the Undisputed Era, right? So we got rid of Roddy. We're on to Bobby Fish now. I hope we get a singles Kyle O'Reilly match. We never see Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish in singles action.
Yeah, no, I think that's the next step, and hopefully,
hopefully that'll be a fantastic match, and then we can get onto
the title.
Yeah, onto the title. This will be great.
Then we get a backstage interview with that new manager, Malcolm Vivens, and his two associates, who he tells us finally their names, Rinku and Seraph, two big bad men. And he just dares someone to get in their face, because together they are Indus Share. And the three of them are Vivens Enterprise. So, and then the two guys cut a promo in another language. And Vivens just closes it by telling the Broserweights that they are waiting. So look out, Broserweights. Two big bad men coming.
Two big bad men coming.
Then another big bad man comes out. Dexter Loomis. You know this guy?
No, but I like him already. As soon as they said his name and I saw that stash, I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah, he's got a very intimidating stare, too. Just very stern, very serious.
Yeah,
look.
And anytime somebody has thick, just straight up black tattoos like that.
That one tattoo I was going to mention.
That is badass.
So do you think he covered something up, or did he just get a whole big black ink on his thing?
I don't know. Like, that's the biggest question, right? Like, because it's just like, all the way. I think it's on one of his arms, on the bicep there. Like, it's not really a shape, but
like, I personally wouldn't go for that,
or my thought is that he got a tattoo when he was small and it was in perspective, and then he just got fucking jacked. So the small tattoo looked weird in perspective. So he's like, nah, we just got to cover up the whole thing.
I've also heard of these. They're like these pain tattoo experiences you pay for, where the artist like purposely just like goes all over your arm and tries to, and you like want it to hurt and be a fucking. So maybe he did something like that as well.
You get off on it? That's weird.
I don't know. It's his thing. But anyways, this mysterious Dexter Loomis is here. He's a cold, stern man, and he's taking on some guy named Jake Alice.
So you know what that means.
Yeah, no entrance for him. He doesn't stand much of a chance. And also, Dexter's entrance was a complete like Stranger Things ripoff. Just sounded pretty much.
Like boo-doo-doo-doo? Yeah.
Yeah, very much. I mean, I dig it, but Anyways, Loomis destroys this guy, gets a submission win with some kind of arm triangle choke. And the commentary team just all act terrified of this man. They really put him over as everything Baron Corbin wishes he could be.
Yeah, this guy, like, so he didn't talk. He didn't make a single noise the entire match. Just kind of had
I don't even know if he blinked.
Yeah, dude. Just
Those
had
eyes were-
an unrelentless kind of creepy thing. You know, a weird, like a strange kind of character like
Like
this.
a serial killer guy. He could be like a, quiet,
the way he was
but
wearing
he's
the
got bodies
the way
in
he
his-
was wearing the gloves too.
Yeah, the glove, exactly.
Yeah,
You got these cleaner gloves.
A strange character like this could maybe thrive in an environment without fans. Because it's all
that's
on
true.
the in-ring work and the commentary team to put him over.
And by the time the fans do come around, they will, he'll already be a little bit over.
If
so
he's a little bit established, we already know what he is.
Because he's been on the roster for a while. Like every time,
I think
sometimes I'll
we've
just
seen him before.
Yeah, but like barely.
Barely,
but like, anytime when I'm trying to come up with trivia, I'll look at the roster page.
Oh, really?
And I always scroll past him.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, like what the fuck? He's always there, but I'm like, I never see this guy. But yeah, he's here. They got something planned for him.
Yeah, sure.
So, yeah, but let's go. We got some big shit going on here. We got a 6-woman gauntlet match where the winner earns the final spot in that women's number 1 contender ladder match. And of course, gauntlet matches usually deliver, and this one did not fail. Let's get right into it. Shotzi Blackheart starts off taking on Deonna Purrazzo. So Shotzi's in tough, having that number 1 spot, and she also didn't get to come down in her mini tank.
That was too bad. Why didn't she?
That's already fatigue right there. She has to walk that. But no, good opening match. Shotzi plays the good babyface in peril. Both women, they fight up to the top rope. Shotzi knocks Purrazzo down and then hits a big senton off the top to get the 3 count. So let's bring out the next contestant. We got Shotzi taking on Xia Li. I don't know if you noticed, it was a small thing. There was one camera cut during this match where I felt like something was edited, like out of place. Like someone went against the ropes and they did another move and it just, I don't know. It might have not. It might have just been crazy.
Oh, okay, no, I don't think I noticed anything.
It was like a small cut where like it jumped a bit. And I was
okay, this show still felt live to me.
It did feel.
I didn't get
get
a pre-recorded vibe from it or anything, which could be.
But anyways, I might have just been crazy. It might have been my stream or who knows. But anyways, Xia Li, she hits a bunch of kicks, but Shotzi reverses, hits the X Factor, and then a really cool looking submission. I don't even know what to call it. It was like a jackknife cattle mutilation.
I've never heard of the second one. I'll give you that much.
Yeah. So Xia Li taps out because his submission is awesome. So let's bring out number 3, Shotzi Blackheart taking on Aaliyah. And these two, at one point, they just kind of get like locked up in a ball trying to pin each other. They're rolling around like a hamster in a plastic thing, you know. But Shotzi, she just applies more unique submissions. She's awesome. But Aaliyah, she's feisty. She hits some decent moves, some big kicks. But then Shotzi locks in that jackknife cattle mutilation once again. And Aaliyah taps out. So Shotzi's on a roll. And at this point, I'm just loving this. This is amazing. So let's continue. Shotzi's taking on Kaden Carter. So Carter, she takes advantage. Shotzi's fatigued. She gets in some near falls. But Blackheart is full of heart. And she fights on. She hits another big senton off the top rope. Gets the 3 count. Hot damn. Shotzi's on a roll. So this is the final block. This is the final thing, man. Shotzi taking on Dakota Kai. My 2 favorites going into the match. So it comes down to this, of course. Kai's real aggressive out of the gate, taking advantage of the fatigue. And Raquel's out there cheating behind the ref's back when she can. But Shotzi keeps fighting. She keeps kicking out. She hits a big suicide dive on both women. And she howls like a wolf. That's her thing. Ow, ow!
Yeah, that's her thing. That's her thing.
She does better.
She does better than Sarah Logan.
Yeah, much better. Everything about
I thought the
Shotzi
same thing. I thought the exact same
yeah.
thing.
Shotzi just is one of the coolest looking motherfuckers to me. I love the hair. I love the look. She throws Dakota back in the ring, but then Gonzalez tries to grab her. So Shotzi throws her in the stairs, goes back in the ring, but all this distraction has given Dakota time to recover. She kicks her in the head, follow up by the go-to kick. And Dakota gets the win and earns that final spot in the ladder match. But goddamn, what a performance.
She almost pulled a Kofi. She almost pulled the Kofi Kingston out.
It was great. But no, I think this was a Kofi moment, though, for her.
I think Kofi did have a gauntlet match where he was the runner-up also.
Yeah, in the Elimination Chamber.
I think that's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, so So yeah, no, even in losing those shots, he looked amazing. Dakota Kai's a good consolation for me. So the 6-woman ladder match, which takes place next week, will be Chelsea Green, Mia Yim, Tegan Nox, Io Shirai, Candice LeRae, and Dakota Kai. So that's gonna be awesome.
And it's anyone's that's anyone's win, really.
Anyone's prize.
Anybody,
I'd be fine with any of those.
Agreed.
Yeah. So and then names missing from that, like Shotzi Blackheart and Bianca Belair.
Fucking, yeah.
Who's still
we thought
conspicuous.
she would maybe try to finagle her way into that match, but I guess it didn't happen.
Yeah, the only thing left that could possibly happen is she sneaks into that SmackDown, becomes the 6th to replace Dana Brooke.
Oh yeah, never say never.
Anyways,
Never say never.
We don't know. And so that's next week. And they also announced next week is going to be Gargano versus Ciampa and another empty arena match. So that's like half a takeover card right there.
Yeah, really, just those 2 matches alone. Yeah.
Yeah. So if Mania is too big for one night, so is Takeover. So they're going to spread it out over weekly NXT.
Amen.
And then fill the rest of the Adam Cole versus the Dream, and then the Bros Rights versus that new team. There's the rest of your matches
versus that new team.
But let's go. Kushida's back. He's facing that Joaquin Wilde guy, and Wilde gets a couple moves, but Kushida gets to pick up another win with an arm submission. So they're finally
finally using him. Well, you said he was hurt, right? Is that what you said?
I don't remember. I just remember he debuted and then he lost a couple times, and then he came back and now he's won a couple times. So
that's great.
Anyways.
Yeah, that's great.
And then after the match, he's walking through the parking lot, which you shouldn't do.
Oh my God!
They're trying to interview him about the loss, and then the dark vehicle pulls up, and these men in lucha masks come out and abduct him. Because remember, this happened a few weeks ago to Raul Mendoza, but they kind of didn't mention it since then.
Yeah, what the hell is happening there?
So this is NXT's kind of Dark Order in the making, I guess. I don't know.
They have some kind of
abductions
new
are happening.
Heel stable. You've been teasing that guy, that Killer Cross guy. I think you've been.
Yeah, we got that. Yeah, no follow up this week to that, but we'll see. But let's go to the main event here. Probably what would have been the final match on that takeover. Triple threat for the NXT North American title. You got the glorious Keith Lee taking on Damian Priest, taking on Dominik Dijakovic. And some cool presentation here as they're in the ring before announcing the men. They had like a picture-in-picture was zoomed in and like stats and stuff like that.
Yeah, you have that extra, wrestling fans
power.
Are nerds. Nerds like stats. Therefore, put them together.
That was just kind of cool.
Yeah,
I liked it.
Agreed.
And I don't know if you noticed during the match, which also makes me think this was a takeover match, because the graphics in the background actually changed from the regular NXT. They actually had the takeover graphic.
Oh no, I did. You know what? I don't think I noticed that. But they had just like the pirate theme look.
Like it had the pirate logo and
cool.
it said takeover. Yeah, so maybe they will piece together a takeover, and this will be one of them. I don't know. But this is part 1 of Takeover. Next week is part 2. But anyways, good match. Dijakovic, he picks up Lee on his shoulders. Priest jumps off the top rope, hits a spinning heel kick, doomsday device type thing. Priest and Dijakovic were kind of working together at points to take out Lee. Dijakovic hits another great corkscrew moonsault for a big near fall. Priest pulls out his nightstick, trying to cheat. And then Dijakovic picks him up, hits a feast your eyes, but he knees him in the nightstick. So Lee pounces Priest out of the ring, and then hits the Big Bang Catastrophe on Dijakovic to retain his title.
There's 3 big men in a physical fight. That's all. That's what we just saw.
Yeah, it was a good, fun match, and I'm sure that the other 2 guys aren't done with the title picture yet.
Of course not. Yeah, I mean it is so. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool to see. Yeah, just these. I mean, Dijakovic is a fucking star.
Yeah, I love him.
A fucking star. Which is crazy. I mean, a lot of NXT is built up of smaller stars, right? I mean, it seems like the entire Undisputed Era, of course, larger than you and I, but but smaller than your bigger types. When you think of that kind of style, right? But when you can be this big and this agile, like Keith Lee is. Keith Lee has to be as heavy as a Braun Strowman type. But
pretty close,
but far more agile, far quicker on his feet. Dijakovic is fucking huge, and look at the things that he can do.
Yeah, twisting corkscrew moonsault.
Yeah, no, it's really impressive.
Crazy.
It's really impressive. But that was NXT. We're leading towards a takeover that may never happen.
Well, they're doing the matches. They're just they're happening on TV
They're
now.
doing the matches. Okay, Mike. That was our weekly show, but it's the 2-day Mania this weekend, baby. So let's run down that card. Mike, you booked the card. It's night 1. Of course.
Night 1.
We have, I think right now, I'm looking at the Wikipedia page, there is 16. Fuck.
Yeah. So we're gonna go 8 and 8.
Oh my gosh, we're probably gonna go 8 and 8 unless they add. I think I see every belt here.
I don't think the
US,
U.S.
no, not the
titles
U.S.
are.
title because of
But
whatever's
that's
happening
fine.
with Andrade, but
We
that's
don't need
okay.
it.
So Mike, it's night 1. Who's walking down first?
All right. So of course, both shows presumably will probably be like 3.5 hours or something like that. I don't know.
About, yeah.
There is still going to be a pre-show, but only 1 hour, thankfully, for each night.
There is a pre-show.
But I think so.
Probably.
Who knows if the match will be on it or not. But anyways, let's just open up night 1 card with the women's tag titles. Kabuki Warriors taking on Alexa Bliss and Nikki Cross. This one could go either way for me, really.
This one could be either way. Asuka's been putting in such amazing work lately. It always feels as though the booking forgets and then remembers Asuka. They forget she exists, and then she does one match and pulls everybody back in, and then she's all we can talk about. And then maybe something will happen, and then she's right back in. It sort of seems like they're so hot and cold on her. I see the Kabuki Warriors dropping it though.
Yeah, if they want to have Asuka go on a bit of a singles run after.
That's how I see.
Can,
I see her, shifting over to singles. Hopefully, and Kairi Sane. Hopefully.
Yeah, turn on. She can turn on Kairi if they want, and then Kairi can be a baby face, go back to being a pirate for a bit if they want. Who
Of
knows?
course, Kairi, Asuka at SummerSlam.
Yeah, and Bliss and Cross are still over. People still like them.
Of course.
As long as the titles are on TV, that's all I want. But let's go. Another tag title match here is the Street Profits are defending their Raw tag titles against the interesting Angel Garza.
The Angel
and
Theory.
Austin Theory. The Angel Theory with Zelina Vega, who is, she's just getting around with these clients.
She's a manager is what she does.
Only if your name starts with A. That's the rule.
Yeah, your name has to be Andrade, Austin, Angel, or
And you know who she's married to?
Alistair.
Alistair, So there's a theme going on, but I don't see this hodgepodge team winning the belts here because why would they?
Yeah.
I mean, if Austin Theory wins this title at WrestleMania, and it's like, what the fuck?
It seems weird. Where was the Raw tag scene going before the lockdown? Like, I think Street Profits won it off of
They won it in front of a crowd.
off of Buddy Murphy and Seth, who won it off of the Viking Raiders, who we again haven't seen, I guess, since we moved over to the PC.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe AOP was supposed to win it off them. but
Yeah,
then the
maybe
guy
something
got
got
hurt
changed. Let's keep the belt on
Yeah.
Street Profits, for Montez Ford, really.
Yeah, he loves it. Everyone loves him. But let's go. Next match. One that is going to suffer from the absence of crowd, unfortunately. One of the hot angles we've been building for months. Otis is getting his hands on Dolph Ziggler. And Mandy is going to be in the corner of Dolph, of course. Who knows if Tucker's going to be there or Sonya or whatever else. I'm sure there could be any sorts of shenanigans they want. But, presumably, I don't know. I think Ziggler is going to slime his way into a win here. We're not going to get that Otis-Mandy payoff yet. They're going to save it for when the fans are present.
I think Otis is walking home with the win because when I think Dolph Ziggler, I think losing at WrestleMania.
I think this is his first ever singles match.
Oh, really? He's usually in those ladder. He's usually in the ladder matches and stuff like that.
Title, Intercontinental.
Yeah, let's see Otis go for it, baby.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
We will.
If Otis does win, he has to mac on Mandy. That's the only.
Yeah,
rule.
that's the rule. Yeah. There has to be a big make-out payoff, or else. Well,
Which is why I think they save it for the fans. But
right.
who knows?
Makes sense.
We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Makes sense.
We'll see. Maybe they'll save a tit grab for the fans.
Gross.
Okay, let's go on here. Kevin Owens is taking on Seth Rollins in just a grudge match of sorts. No stips, just singles action. So
It's a nice, clean
we'll see.
matchup.
Yeah, we haven't seen Murphy or really any of his helpers in a while, so who knows?
No, I don't know. Seth, KO, it's tough. KO doesn't win at WrestleMania either. Seth usually does, so probably Seth.
Yeah, this one, I don't know. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter that much. But let's go. Let's go on to a match that we're all curious about. Because the dead man, The Undertaker, Mean Mark Calloway, is taking on Alan Jones, AJ Styles, in a boneyard match, which we don't fully know the rules for sure. Is it going to be a buried alive? Is it going to be a pinfall? Is it going to be a coffin, casket? Who knows? But
all of them.
We assume there's.
So I picture this a pre-taped, like we were joking about before. I think it's like I'm picturing pre-taped in a cemetery or in some kind of it's dark.
At least
low
the
level,
set
low
of a
level
cemetery.
of fog. Sort of like knee high or something. Mark, and Undertaker's wearing his badass stuff, right? AJ Styles, maybe I don't know what he would be wearing if he's outside. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe like long jeans, pair of jeans.
Maybe because
maybe camel pants.
He's a Southern boy.
Yeah,
he's
Southern redneck.
Isn't that in his song?
Yeah. Ain't nobody breaking this redneck.
Yeah. You know what though? It's Mania. AJ Styles usually loses. No, he doesn't. He won. He won.
The Undertaker.
Yeah. And the Undertaker's gonna win.
He'll. But it should be fun. We want to see some props, some weird, some spooky, some ghoulies and ghosts.
It will be great. If nothing else, this is two of the most revered professional wrestlers ever in a match. So what can really go wrong?
Yeah, at the very least, there's the wonder, the intrigue. What the hell is even going to look like? So we're going to have some fun. But let's go on. Another thing that we don't really know what it's going to look like because Goldberg is defending the Universal title against Roman Reigns, as it states. But as we know, Roman is pulled out, and SmackDown has yet to occur. So they're going to have some sort of angle or something to happen. But the dirt sheets indicate that Braun Strowman might be in line for this title match here. Which isn't really the most exciting replacement.
No, we'll see after tonight.
We don't know for sure. This is dirt.
Or tomorrow. God, I almost forgot. We will see. Having Roman be mad on, like we said, that video that he posted felt more like a work than a shoot. For me, that video.
But either way, he is out of the match, though. Yeah, whether this was. Let's turn it into a story, or I don't know.
we're sure that he's not in the match.
I mean, I'm at least going off that angle. Who knows? It could all be a work swerve. They're like, hey man,
I think it's a work swerve. I think it's a work swerve.
So you're shoot meter.
Oh,
we're on
opposite
ends of the shoot meter.
Shoot me. This is shoot meter's flying on this one. Is Roman Reigns?
So for you, you are saying this weekend we will see Roman Reigns in a match.
This weekend we will see Roman Reigns in a match. Here's what's going to happen. So he already signed the contract. He's not allowed to leave. So Vince Trips, someone is going to remind him of this. Contractually, you are obligated to be in this match, but maybe that will happen after somebody jumps the gun and puts Braun in this match too. Roman covers Braun. Goldberg stays hot. Goldberg looks strong. Roman still walks away with the belt. That's
all right. Well,
I booked it.
We can't. Yeah. All right. We can't say for sure.
Well, we're hot. We're hot on this one too. We're hot.
We're watching.
Roman,
we'll watch.
Roman's coming back.
I don't think Roman will be there, but that's
okay.
I can't say for sure. So that's good. It's good to have the feud,
the blood feud between us.
But let's go here. What I think the second last match from the top, the co-main event of the night. Becky Lynch taking on Shayna Baszler. She's held that Raw Women's title. Becky has for just about a year now, coming up. And is it the time for her to drop it? I say no.
I say nay. I say nay.
I say nay.
I say
Shayna,
nay.
I'm not. Shayna, she will have her time, but I'm not ready for a Brock Lesnar of the division.
Shay nay. As
Shayna.
One could say. You know what? I wonder if
now watch me whip.
I wonder if would this match have been different? And again, the entire card just kind of has that underlying. Would the result be different?
Yes. What would happen?
Yeah.
Everything potentially different because of no crowd and the whole difference.
Exactly. Would the result be different? Yeah, who knows? I mean, there's still that underlying Ronda thing that's always going to be looming,
Yeah,
right?
they bring her up. Becky brings her up.
Ronda
also,
wants the rematch. Shayna, Ronda, are they friends? Are they foes? They're natural sort of people to associate with each other within the WWE. I think Becky's walking home with this win, but Shayna's not necessarily taking an L. You know?
Yeah, it could be. Who knows? It could be.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, I'm stick with Becky. It's not the time quite yet.
No.
She's still hot. You can ride the wave a bit more.
Keep riding, baby.
And I'm not fully into Shayna yet. As I don't want, her NXT reign just ended after so long. I don't want to jump right into another Shayna reign this so soon.
Yeah, good point.
I still like her as a performer.
Of course, yeah.
Anyways, yeah. But my main event for night 1 of WrestleMania 36 is going to be the rated R superstar Edge taking on the vicious Viper Randy Orton in a last man standing match.
So this is going to go all over the PC. Hopefully we get another inside look of the Performance Center. Maybe like they go into the gym area. They're kind of hitting each other with
hot tub.
dumbbells or something. Yeah, of course, the full sauna, the spa.
Slam his head into the rocks.
We go to the we go to the the office spaces.
We can use movie makeup to add all these burns and shit in between if you want.
We can do all these things. Edge is walking home with a win, though.
Yeah, I hope so. I could see Randy getting the win just because they're like, all right, well, we'll save the big win for when Edge is back. But no, Edge should probably win his first match back. So
that's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point. It is like an awkward little in between.
Yeah, but either way, the match is here. It's happened. Where there's going to be some big bumps, some spots.
So I'm just looking on last year's WrestleMania card, WrestleMania 35. How many matches do you think were on the card? Just a quick guess.
Say 14.
There was 16 total. 4 on the pre-show and 12 on the main show. So actually, we have the exact same amount of matches. Less 2 battle royals, of course, but same amount of matches, actually.
Yeah.
Which is odd.
That's a fun fact. I mean, they could still throw a last minute something on there.
They could.
The 24/7 title.
Yeah, I don't think I see the cruiserweights on here. I don't think.
Wasn't around last year.
Yeah, good point.
But anyways, let's get on. Let's just get right into night number 2.
Night number 2. We're well rested.
We're rested. Yeah, we're
ready.
You get some sleep, have some breakfast and lunch, and get right back at her. Get into that second half of your 2-4 there because night 2, number 2, it's Pooh. We're starting at the bottom because King Corbin is wrestling against Elias. Hopefully Elias will just win.
Yeah, hopefully Elias just wins, hits him with the guitar, and then we all kind of go home. There's going to be guitar and scepters are definitely going to be involved.
Yeah, it's something. And then another match that really has no heat behind it at all. Aleister Black's taking on Bobby Lashley.
I guess Aleister Black? I honestly have no idea.
I mean, I assume, Black shouldn't be losing, but Lashley also has nothing to do with him, but whatever.
Who knows?
Who knows? And then our first, a match that we don't really know. It was supposed to be Miz and Morrison defending their tag titles against the Usos and the New Day, but then all those stuff that has been rumored to happen with Miz being pulled out. So now, allegedly, it'll still be a triple threat ladder match, but with one man representing each team. So Morrison versus Jimmy versus Big E or whatever, something like that.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. Huh.
Another
but
one.
Possibly still for the tag belts, possibly?
I don't know. We'll see. If it's a ladder match, so I don't know. It could work.
Okay.
But here's another match that should work, should be fun. Sami Zayn versus Daniel Bryan for that Intercontinental title.
Yes.
Yeah,
fantastic. And we were saying this earlier in the show. I'm so
you don't want either men to lose.
Yeah, I don't want either one to lose. I don't want either one to win, but I don't want a count out. Or I don't want.
I mean, they could just Cesaro and Nakamura are there. I mean, Drew Gulak will probably be there as well, so they could always just have some shenanigans.
Of course,
happen.
and Daniel Bryan's just been holding belts his whole life.
He's built for it.
He's built for holding belts, and Sami Zayn's worked so hard to hold a belt. You know what? We're going Sammy.
Yeah, I think Sammy can hold it for a little while longer. He just got it.
At least until we're back to normal.
And Daniel Bryan, when he loses, he doesn't lose any steam. Everyone loves Daniel
exactly,
Bryan,
no matter what, Daniel Bryan is okay.
Yeah. But let's go to the SmackDown Women's Title Fatal 5-Way Elimination match. So you got Bayley taking on Lacey Evans, Naomi, Sasha Banks, and Tamina.
So the Fatal 5-Way Elimination is essentially a gauntlet match?
But everyone's in the ring at the same time.
Right, but...
Yeah, it's like an elimination chamber without the chamber.
Okay, shit. Okay, that's a better way. So yeah, so it's not the first pin doesn't win the belt.
You pin,
you're out
pin,
until the final two.
then.
Okay, this is great.
Yeah, so so that could be fun. Get Tamina out of the match early and let everyone else do their thing.
Why the hell not?
Like I said before, there could be a sneaky Bianca Belair. That's just my own fantasy booking. That's
of course, we know we do need that kind of swerve in there somewhere.
But, of course, my two picks to win, just on personal preference, would be the beautiful Lacey Evans or the boss, Sasha Banks, because they're my two favorites there. Of course, Tamina would be worthless. Naomi, she's a good wrestler, but there's nothing going on there. I mean, Bayley could retain, but her title reign's kind of done its run.
It feels like it may have ended. Why not Lacey Evans?
Yeah,
why not Lacey Evans?
She's a good American. Nice.
Good American girl.
Good mother. Serves her country.
Served her country. All these great stuff.
Yeah. Another proud American, Mr. John Cena. Big match, John. He's back from Hollywood. He's here to take on The Fiend in a Firefly Funhouse match. So we'll see. We'll see what that's... we kind of speculated earlier what that might be. Mm-hmm. Is it going to be... Yeah, so maybe it'll start in his little room with the table and stuff, and then... Yeah, from there we'll get a look at the rest of the house.
Yeah,
the creepy basement.
I foresee a look at the Firefly Funhouse, which is going to be fantastic.
Open a closet and something pops out, and I don't know.
Yeah, a little, a lot of like Jack in the Box type things, little dolls on springs or something. I'm not putting all my ducks in a row for this one. Cards in the barrel, however that expression goes. I'm not doing it. I think this has potential to be a lot of fun. Better than that House of Horrors thing. If this truly let Bray Wyatt's image carry through, and then with John Cena's just ability, he's an actor now. He knows what he's doing.
Yes, show those chops. Show those
acting
John.
chops, baby. We're not going to see Fast 9 until 2021, so he's got to show us.
They delayed your movie a whole year.
No, the whole year, like too long, if you ask me. And Bray Wyatt does need the win after the disappointing loss of that Universal title, whenever the heck that was.
Then the way they've been building it up, they're like, they've just been pointing out his loss and his downfall.
Yeah, and John, and it revenges his loss against John Cena at those however many WrestleManias ago.
Exactly.
So that'd be great.
All right, let's go second from the top here. We got Rhea Ripley defending her NXT Women's title against Charlotte Flair. Should just be a good old wrestling match here. I think Rhea Ripley, though, is going to retain, getting a big win.
Shit.
Beating a big name, yes. A big name on her belt in Charlotte Flair.
That would be huge. That'd be a huge thing if it happened. But Mike, let me tell you, it's not, because Charlotte Flair does not lose. Don't look at her history, but she does not. She does not lose. Charlotte Hair's walking home with that belt. Well, maybe I should say she's walking home with the win. She's not going anywhere near that fucking belt. You think she wants something below her? You think she wants? You think she wants to strap something around her waist below the totem pole? No, she's walking away with the win, and the belt's in the middle of the ring, where it belongs.
Well, I don't.
Unless
we'll
they come up.
It's a bold.
Well, if Bray Wyatt got his custom belt, everybody gets their custom belts occasionally. If Charlotte Flair's can be like a custom Gucci NXT title belt or something that lifts up to her level of class, then yeah, she's walking away with it. But that old piece of garbage, nah. My queen's not putting that anywhere near her.
Well, I think that the queen is being overthrown, and that the riptide will be too much for her, and she will drown trying to fight the waves of Rhea Ripley. But we will see. We will see who is right on that one.
It's going to be great.
But let's get to the main event of night number 2, which I assume is the main event. Brock Lesnar, of course, defending his WWE World Heavyweight Championship against the Royal Rumble winner, the Scottish sexy psychopath.
Did you throw that in there? Or did he throw that in there?
I think they both.
I think they've said it
Someone
once.
else
Yeah,
has said
somebody
it.
said sexy in there at one point. Sexy psychopath or something like that, I'm sure. But it's Drew McIntyre taking on Barack.
WWE title, yeah. I think going in, I would have definitely would have been 100% Drew's going to win. I still think he probably can win, but there's part of me that thinks Brock will hold on, and they're going to save that Drew win for a bigger moment with the crowd.
You're right. You're right. I also see Drew, and we've been saying it for years now, Drew McIntyre is a fucking star. When is it going to happen? But you're right. I think with the crowd pop really would have made it. And maybe if, like we said, the SmackDown women's match suffering due to the lack of crowd, I think this is another one that also would suffer. Brock Lesnar's keeping the belt.
Yeah, he only gets pinned like once every few years or so on average. So they probably, it's got to be for something special. So I don't know.
Yeah, an empty house. I don't see Brock going out on his back at this particular time.
Yeah. I mean, that's what, so we both think the same thing, but I'd be okay if Drew won, but I'd also be, if they want to save it, save it.
Yeah, we will see. We'll see.
We'll see, but that's WrestleMania.
That's the whole Mania card right there.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, it's
That's
going to be a couple
So
nights.
2 nights,
it's
it's not going to be
a lot of fun.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, of course. There's not much entertainment these days, and there's so many unique things about this that's just going to be interesting just to see. And the wrestling itself has the potential. There's lots of good matches on there. Of course. Breaking it up over 2 nights will be quite palatable.
I know, I agree. And it could lead to, who knows, maybe the same thing happening in the future, for all we know.
We'll see.
Yeah, that was the week, though. And, of course, our WrestleMania preview. Long show, but we got to get done because shit keeps happening. And of course, we're going to be back Monday or something probably to talk about all this nonsense that we just experienced. Of course, the show's not quite over yet. We're going to finish our show the only way we know how, which is the Wrestler of the Week.
It's the Wrestler of the Week, of the week. The Wrestler of the Week, of the week, of the week. The Wrestler of the Week, of the week, of the week. The Wrestler of the Week, of the week, of the week. The Wrestler of the Week.
Mike, I'm going to give you my Wrestler of the Week. Of course, we saw a lot of older matches on WWE television. It's all a little weird right now, but some people have to pull double. No, not many people are asked to pull double duty, which is, of course, to perform multiple times a week. Not a lot of people are asked to not only perform in the ring, but hey, can you do something outside of the ring too? Not a lot of people are asked to go, hey, can you do something inside the ring, outside the ring, and be on commentary for some reason? Not a lot of people in the business are asked to do that, which is why I'm giving my Wrestler of the Week this week to Asuka. She's already. Can we make up belts and give them to her?
She's already got a belt.
I know, she's got one. I want her to, I just keep throwing new belts at her. Why the hell not? She's fantastic all the time. She's been, especially since we've kind of gone down this weird rabbit hole, super consistent commentary. SmackDown,
Yeah, we don't even need to know what she's saying. We just love it.
Don't even need to know what she's saying. The way she says it is so fun. And Asuka's the Wrestler of the Week.
All right. She's great. You're talking about double duty. My Wrestler of the Week, they pulled triple duty, quadruple duty, quintuple duty. They had a hell of a showing in that gauntlet match. Shotzi Blackheart, she is shooting up the ranks of NXT for me. She's only been there a few months, but she's had this great gauntlet match. She eliminated Shayna Baszler in that battle royal. They clearly see something in her, and so do I. Shotzi Blackheart, I love you.
Shotzi Blackheart,
and you're the
Wrestler of the Week, of course.
More importantly, I love you. But,
yes. she's got that. She's got that extremely marketable look that I think WWE needs to get behind. That
green hair is amazing.
Well, she's Tank Girl, right? Have you ever read that? Have you ever read that comic or seen
nose
that
piercing.
movie?
I know about it.
Yeah. Very just sort of that's very reminiscent of sort of her vibe, which is just badass, cool.
I love everything about her. And she can go. She's good in the ring. Good baby face. Yeah, so there we go. But unfortunately, she won't be in that ladder match, but we haven't seen the last of her.
We have not seen the last of Shotzi Blackheart, that's for sure. We have seen the end of the show, though, of course. It is the end of the show. Remember to rate, review, like, and subscribe. We're everywhere. YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, of course. Mike, I guess we got to get together next week because we got to recap all this nonsense that just happened.
Oh, yeah. So, we'll definitely be back on the air soon enough.
We'll be back on the air real soon. And until then, Mike, enjoy your Mania weekend.
Yes, I will do my best.
You'll do your best.
And
Remember,
you
just
as well.
stay safe out there, folks. We'll talk to you later.